In the early 20s, curry dishes could be found on the menus in Western restaurants here in Hong Kong.
The trend followed and eventually popularized among the mass market following the arrivals of the Gurkhas, commonly used to refer to soldiers that are Nepalese, Pakistani, and Indian natives recruited for the British.
Eventually, with more Indians and Pakistanis opening and working in restaurants, curry dishes have become a dish that's accessible for people here in Hong Kong.
Even fast forward to nowadays, Malay-style curry can be commonly found in restaurants like Cha Chan Ting and fast food chain.
Malay-style curry, despite the roots of the kind of curry you make, spices like turmeric, lemongrass, clove, and cardamom are usually the ones that you'd use as a base. For Hong Kong-style curry, the kind of curry that we look for usually tend to be a little sweeter, with more aromatic and just a little bit of kick.
Other than our childhood favorite, especially curry fish balls, you would easily find Hong Kong-style curry being cooked and served with different ingredients, like potatoes, beef brisket, pork fillets, chicken, etc.
Today we're going to show you how to make Hong Kong style curry beef brisket, and here are some of the ingredients. First up, cut brisket into 1-inch cubes. Cut onions into wedges and chop your garlic. Cut potatoes into large chunks. In a pot of boiling water, add ginger and your briskets and boil it for about 3 minutes to remove excess blood. Drain it and reserve for later use. In a medium heat wok, add some oil, saute some ginger and onions. Add half the garlic, then your dry spices. Give it a quick stir until you smell the aroma. Return the brisket into the wok. Give it a quick stir to mix it all up. Then add hot boiling water and cover the brisket all the way to the top. This time, don't forget to add your rock sugar. Bring it up to a boil, lower the heat and let it simmer for 1 hour. For the potato, drizzle some olive oil, add some salt, give it a quick stir, pop it in your air fryer and let it bake for 8 minutes at 200 degrees. In a medium-low heat wok, add some oil, saute the remaining garlic, add your spring onion and your curry powder and give it a quick stir. Oops, I almost forgot about my onions. Add the cooked brisket into the wok. Drain the brisket liquid and remove the spices and return it back to the wok. Time, add your potatoes. Bring it up to a boil, cover the lid and reduce the heat and let it cook for another hour. When the curry is thickened, add half a cup of coconut milk and you're ready to serve.
Let's eat! Ta-da! So now we're gonna introduce you guys 3 best ways to enjoy Hong Kong style curry beef brisket.
So the first one we're gonna try is puff pastry way. So I've put a puff pastry right on top and place it in the oven. So when it comes out, it's nice and flaky. Let me just show you. Ooh. Now you can dip this with the curry sauce, and actually it's just so yummy.
Second way to serve is over the bread.
So we went to the grocery store, found a dense loaf, and basically make a hole in the middle and pour the curry inside. You can pop it in the oven to make it toasty, and then just cut it open and eat it with bread. But the best way and the most classic way to enjoy this Hong Kong style curry beef brisket is over rice. And then Kelvin, this is right up your alley, deep tao fan, low fan, right?
Yes.
So this is where you always find the curry beef brisket. It's served over rice during lunchtime in a cha chan tang or in those kind of Western style Honger place, and that's what you're gonna have. Oh, I want some potato. Potato is also one of the most important ingredient for this curry dish.
Cheers.
Cheers!
I like the little kick of spiciness. What's the recommendation if people find it too spicy?
We did about 3 tablespoons of the curry powder, but if you are more on the lighter meat, I would say put a little bit less. Add a little bit more sugar. That will help balance your spiciness. Add more coconut milk. That's also another way to offset the heat of the curry. I'm gonna try a little bit with the puff pastry. That looks so good. I know, it's so good. I thought the puff pastry was a little bit thick, but actually it works out really well because it's just kind of like a croissant and it just soaks up all the curry juice. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow.
It's really good. Can I say it for you? Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode and please give this recipe a try. On that note, please do not forget to like,
Comments.
and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.